Morning. Just got back off training session this morning. Went really well. Did a little loop over from Run and Water Cycles in Alton, and then we went up Elton Hill and took a loop over Blatterswick. I can never pronounce it right. And what we did today was we kept it very steady on the flat. And on every climb we put it into a very low, a low gear, really spun the gear up, and tried to keep the efficiency there and the stability in the core, so we wasn't, bobbing up and down. But I didn't want the group to split, so we stayed in a group of 4 all the way up the climbs. As soon as we hit the top of the climbs, back in the big ring, keeping it steady again. We did that throughout. It worked really well. It's very windy today. Temperature had dropped as well. What was impressive today with the group of 4 was the communication. A good group, they need to talk to each other, need to communicate. As soon as we got to the top of the hill, back where we needed to be behind the wheels so we could recover and carry on at a sufficient rate. Today, they were going on about, what pace is this? Is this tempo, threshold, this, that and the other? When you're in a group and you haven't got a power meter, it's like driving a car without a speedo or a rev counter. You don't really know what threshold, you don't know what you're doing. You're going by perceived effort. And I always say perceived effort is one of the best. If you haven't got a power meter, read what perceived effort is and then roughly equate it to what tempo, threshold and so on. But today was a mixture between tempo and VO2 max, and it worked really well. So we did probably did about 8 climbs at of high cadence revs. Good session, really pleased, real good buzz at the end, and it was a little bit cold out there this morning. My legs are a little bit sore today, as was Steve and Hans's, because they'd done a motor pace session last night. The motor pace session really does take it out of your legs. It's not something I really want to do this time of year, but it just keeps me motivated, it keeps me entertained. But yeah, that's it. So got a busy day ahead. Just going to whack into a bowl of porridge. I'm cold, I'm hungry, and yeah, have a good day. Hope you've enjoyed the few words I've said. Bye bye.